Have you ever wondered what are the pros and cons of using JavaScript? If so, you've stumbled upon the right video. Let's start by setting the stage. JavaScript, not to be confused with Java, is a high-level interpreted programming language. It's as essential to the web as oxygen is to humans. Without JavaScript, your web pages would be as static and lifeless as a picture of a roaring fire rather than the real crackling thing. JavaScript's main purpose? It's the magic wand that brings your websites to life, making them interactive and responsive. It's the puppeteer that pulls the strings behind every button click, every form submission, and every dynamic change on your screen. In this video, we'll uncover the good, the bad, and the ugly of using JavaScript. We'll delve into its strengths and weaknesses, its opportunities and threats, its pros and its cons. So, without further ado, let's dive into the world of JavaScript. JavaScript has a plethora of advantages that make it a popular choice among developers. One of its most prominent benefits is its versatility. JavaScript isn't just a one-trick pony. It's a language that has found its place in both front-end and back-end development, making it a full-stack solution. This means that with JavaScript, you can control both what your users see on their screens and how the data they interact with is processed behind the scenes. Now, let's talk about compatibility. JavaScript is like that friend who gets along with everyone. It's compatible with all major browsers, whether it's Chrome, Firefox, Safari, or even Internet Explorer. This broad compatibility is a big deal because it ensures that your web applications function smoothly across different platforms. Another point in JavaScript's favor is its relative ease of learning, especially for beginners. Its syntax is fairly straightforward and many would argue quite intuitive. This makes JavaScript an attractive starting point for those dipping their toes into the world of coding for the first time. But JavaScript doesn't stop at being beginner-friendly. It's a powerhouse when it comes to creating dynamic and interactive web elements. From moving graphics to form validations, from auto-updating content to drag-and-drop interfaces, JavaScript brings websites to life. It's the magic that turns static web pages into engaging, interactive experiences. And let's not forget about the vast community and resource pool available to JavaScript developers. There are countless libraries, frameworks, and tools built around JavaScript that can help streamline your development process, boost productivity, and expand the realm of what's possible with this language. With these advantages, it's clear why JavaScript is a favorite among many. But no language is without its drawbacks. While JavaScript shines in many areas, it does have a few downsides. It's an important fact to consider, particularly when you're deciding whether or not to use it for a project. Let's delve into some of these challenges. One of the most pressing concerns with JavaScript is its security issues. Due to its client-side nature, JavaScript exposes code to users, making it an easy target for malicious hackers. While there are ways to mitigate these risks, such as using HTTPS and securing your code, it's still a vulnerability that needs to be taken into account. Next, let's talk about JavaScript's single-threaded nature. This means it can only execute one command at a time, which can lead to performance issues. For example, if a piece of JavaScript code is running a lengthy task, the entire browser can become unresponsive. This is especially problematic for applications that require high performance or real-time updates. While there are workarounds like web workers and async functions, they require additional coding and can complicate the overall architecture of your program. On top of that, when projects get larger and more complex, JavaScript's lack of readability and structure can become a real headache. Without a strictly enforced structure, code can quickly devolve into what developers affectionately call spaghetti code. This tangle of logic and functions can be hard to debug and maintain. Thankfully, frameworks and libraries like Angular, React, and Vue.js can help impose structure and improve readability, but they do add another layer of complexity to your project. Lastly, JavaScript's dynamic typing can be a double-edged sword. While it provides flexibility, it can also lead to unexpected bugs. A variable can easily change type without any warning, which can be a source of confusion and error. These disadvantages, while noteworthy, do not necessarily outweigh the benefits of JavaScript. It's about understanding these challenges and knowing how to work around them. The beauty of JavaScript lies in its versatility and ubiquity, and its cons are just part of the package. So we've taken a look at the pros and cons of JavaScript. We've seen that JavaScript's strengths lie in its versatility, its ubiquity across web platforms, and its supportive community, all of which can make it an attractive choice for web development. On the flip side, we've also discussed some of the drawbacks. These include its loosely typed nature, which can lead to unexpected behaviors, and its single-threaded execution model, which can limit performance in certain situations. It's important to remember that no language is perfect, and JavaScript is no exception. But by understanding its strengths and weaknesses, you can make an informed decision about whether it's the right tool for your project. Every project is unique, and what works for one might not work for another. It's all about finding the right balance and choosing the tool that best meets your needs. Ultimately, the decision to use JavaScript will depend on your specific needs and project requirements.